Last night we talked about changing an ordinance policy that has been in place for a while. We weren't able to find the origin of it exactly, but it required a 2/3 majority vote for the expenditure of funds. So for example, borrowing, we could authorize borrowing a gajillion dollars if we wanted, and that would take a simple majority vote. Out of the 11, we'd need 6 yes votes. But to actually spend it, we would need 8. It was on the books. It was brought up by the Comptroller Treasurer Corey Laddick's office. We periodically have all the staff go through and look through ordinances. If we find mistakes or things that need to be cleaned up or things that might cause a problem, we bring those forward for consideration to the council. We also had a garbage ordinance last night that was outdated. So anyway, the discussion was that the 2/3, should we repeal it or not? Because it could potentially cause a problem. We could authorize borrowing a certain amount of money and then not have enough votes to actually spend the money. Grants from the state would also put us into a predicament if we authorized the grant but then didn't have the spending. So it was a problem, and it was brought up, and it was pretty well debated. I think there was some thoughts that it might have been brought up for a specific reason. I don't know of any specific reason that it was brought up. It was just noted through the comptroller's office that it could be a problem, and we addressed it. We threw the information out there and let the alderpersons decide whether or not they wanted to keep that ordinance. Denise Mrozek did a heck of a job doing some research on her own, and she contacted, I think, 30 municipalities or more than 30. She had 18 responses, and of those 18, she said only 6 had that 2/3 supermajority in their ordinances. The others did not. And the vote passed. I think it was 5-4. There were 10 people last night, so it was 6-4. 6-4 it passed. And so we're going to move forward.